Hi everybody and welcome back to Online Cookery.
Today we're going to be making a curry with beef mince. It's a little bit similar in technique to making a spaghetti bolognese. It's mildly spiced, so it's very easy for children to eat. And there are one or two ingredients that are slightly more unusual, which we hope you really enjoy.
Yeah, it's a good one, and today we're going to be eating it with rice and some chopped tomatoes and cucumber. So let's make a start.
For this recipe you will need beef mince, 1 onion, 1 beef stock cube, plain flour, sultanas, mushrooms, oil, curry powder, salt, desiccated coconut and a tin of lentils.
I've started by chopping my onion and now I'm going to prepare the mushrooms. To do this I've got a piece of damp kitchen paper and that's to wipe off any pieces of soil. I'm also going to cut off the end bit there and then chop them into very small pieces. I've now cooked the onions in a small amount of oil for a few minutes until they're soft, and I'm ready to add the beef mince. Break it up with a wooden spoon so that it's not clumpy at all, otherwise it will stay as all one piece. And brown that on the outside. Stir it well until all the pink meat has become brown. Once the mince is browned all over, then I'm ready to add 2 rounded teaspoons of plain flour. This is going to thicken the sauce. Mix that in well until you can't see any of the flour anymore. And then I'm going to add 250 millilitres of beef stock made with a beef stock cube and boiling water. You want to add this a bit at a time, otherwise it risks going a little bit lumpy. So add a small amount, mix it round until it thickens. It's good to do this on quite a high heat. Then add a little bit more. Mix it well. And that gives a very good smooth sauce. Now I'm going to add 2 rounded teaspoons of medium curry powder. You might find at the end of the recipe that this isn't quite enough curry powder, in which case it's easy just to add a little bit more. But when you're cooking with children, you want to start with a smaller amount. A little bit of salt, then add the mushrooms, ,50 grams of sultanas, 25 grams of desiccated coconut, and half a tin of lentils which I've drained. Give that a really good stir round. And then all it needs to do is simmer away for about 20 minutes on a low heat. You may find that it needs a drop more water towards the end. Just keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't stick on the bottom of the pan. Another really nice addition is some frozen peas. I've got a couple of tablespoons here. They just add a little bit of colour and some extra texture to the mixture. So this is ready to simmer now, and while it does so I'm going to put some rice on. Cooking rice is not quite as complicated as people often think. The key thing is not to over stir it. I've got 75 grams per adult here. I've rinsed it in some cold water and brought a pan to the boil. I'm going to add it and then simply stir it once as it comes back to the boil. Now simply turn it down and leave it to simmer for about 12 minutes. Don't stir it again during the process or it will go glutinous and clump together. Once it's cooked and nice and soft, then rinse it in a sieve and pour some boiling water over it, and that will separate the grains really nicely.
We're ready to eat now. We hope you really enjoy making this with your family.
Yeah, and remember to take some photos of your cooking, and we'd love to see it, so why not post it on social media, and you can tag us in it at #FFL Cookery Club.
Thanks very much for joining us. See you soon.
Bye.